as CIDP over the years, we've chosen to honor as exceptional women in construction that are doing great things, that are breaking down gender barriers, gender stereotypes around what it means to be a contractor, and more importantly, what it means to be a good contractor. You must be able to leave this session as a business to be able to say this is how we have improved.
It is quite important for CIDB to host events like this because there's a lot of learning. And with the women, the quality of the questions that were coming on the ground, they indicate really a need for more skilling, in-depth skilling, especially when it comes to matters of financing. It was quite important, the questions that were coming up. Also, how do we scale up as small enterprises? So we're small now, but how do we prepare for the future? So this was valuable, and from the questions, there is also a need for a follow-up just to get to the next level of skilling.
Everybody knows that when you lend from a bank, they always say, you want 2 million, what security are you going to give me? Now, most of us only have the house we live in, right? So this product comes in to support. It's a product that we've gone out to market and we sourced a supporter, which is currently the AGF fund, where we say, all right, if the traditional banking is saying, we need to lend 10 million, we need security of 7 million, this fund comes in to assist that gap so that we cannot say we're not able to move forward. Then the numbers, past, present, and future. Here it's really to say, my past numbers were a 2 million or a 10 million business. My present, I'm about to start this one, so I'm sitting at 12. But my future one, I'm now going from 2025. Do your numbers tell that story? Each bank charges 1% plus for initiation fee. Now, in the starting of that women and youth business proposition, we don't charge certain businesses based on the income for that initiation fee, then it becomes free. In any time you need to seek funding, if you can answer to these, the need, the driver, the numbers, the repayment, and the security, I do not see why some of you would not be able to secure your funding.
We are an inclusive bank and one that understands some of the societal issues that we face, in particular women participating in key economic profit pools, and construction is one of them, and there's no better place to interact with them and help them to engage with us than through the CIDB.
It's a build program which comes from the CIDB Act, which requires that CIDB must reinvest back whatever that it gets to the industry and specifically the contractors. When we call it build, it comes from this acronym, which is B, it's the best practice, which comes from the best project assessment scheme. U for unity, I implementation, L leadership, and D for development. We are on the drive to assess the skills of all contractors from grade 2 to grade 6. We are not penalizing, we just want to know who is on the register. We need to assess all of you, and then whatever gaps that are identified, CIDB would then finance the upskilling of the contractors within grade 2 to 6. So I need those of you who would not have done the assessment, that they take this opportunity and do the assessment. Then if there are gaps, CIDB will come with programs to close those gaps. CIDB is covering the cost. From your side, it will only be the cost of traveling. So we are encouraging you to take up the program and to also ensure to spread the word to your colleagues, peers, friends, wherever that you are coming from.
We've recently entered into a growing partnership with the CIDB as well as Broll and the GDIZ amongst other stakeholders, and the purpose of that partnership, the current one, is more than anything to facilitate enterprise development and women empowerment, especially to women-owned construction enterprises. Some of the financial assistance mechanisms that will be provided to contractors that are going to form part of our contractor development program will be shorter turnaround time for payment of service providers' invoices. I think the colleagues are aware that in terms of our MFMA, invoices should be paid within 30 days. But in terms of this program, again, to assist with the contractor's cash flow, the program is structured such that the service provider's invoices should be paid within a minimum of 15 days. Further to this, there'll be advance payments that will be made available to the emerging and the incubator category contractors. So these are your contractors on CIDB 1 to 4 only for their first projects in the program, so that they're able to start and implement and have some sort of financial muscle to implement the projects that will be allocated to them.
If you put these ladies together, they empower one another and they learn from each other and they draw inspiration from one another. So such gatherings need not to end. And we need to bring more leaders that are willing to empower other ladies and to do great like them. I strongly believe that true leaders are those that are able to develop leaders of their kind in their lifetime. You can never call yourself a leader if you don't develop anybody. Therefore, CIDB is doing an amazing work and we'll always support them whenever they need our help as leaders in the industry. Ladies ask very interesting questions today, but what I've observed is that these kind of circles, it broadens their understanding in construction and broadens their knowledge, because we find that they get different answers from different aspects. As a result, they were moved by all those answers and they are so determined to go out there and implement everything that was advised to them today.
It is important to have the ERWIC community and the ERWIC Masterclass to teach ladies really and then to expose ladies to the opportunities that are out there. But most importantly, our government really emphasizes on transformation. And what is transformation without ladies? As CIDB, we saw the need to start with the ladies, have a community of ladies called the ERWIC community, where we can just provide opportunities to the ladies and teach them on how they can grow at the CIDB.
Thank you for prioritizing us above all the competing priorities and commitments that you have. Because CIDB is thinking a lot broader, and they are thinking that we need to expand these benefits to all the women in construction. They love what we are doing. I think we have really created something here. So thank you all for staying the course. And to those who are traveling, please travel safe. It is amazing that you're still here. It means we really have the same vision and you're committed to that vision.